Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Welcome. It is Wednesday. Happy hump day. So, I am Melissa L. Watkins, evidential medium, master instructor, teacher with integrated energy therapy, and evidential medium teacher, which we are starting tonight, the evidential medium course. So, I'm really excited. I'm really excited. We got a lot of good things going on. I will be hosting that for the next 5 weeks on Wednesday nights from 6:30 to 8 p.m. I'm really excited about that. Those of you who will be joining me are going to be getting this 82-page binder of information that has 6 modules. We won't be using all of the modules. You're actually going to get one free module, which is going to be on oracle cards and tarot card readings. Very, very basic introductory information, but I think it will give you a good foundation. This is all about giving you a good foundation. So just know that if you are in my area and you are thinking about joining us, I have one seat left. I can put together one more binder. So if you are someone who has a friend and you were like, well, shoot, I'd like to do it, but my friend wanted to do it too. I could possibly make another one. I have one more binder and I do have one more printout that I can put together. So if you are in my area and you want to join us tonight, contact me or go on my website and register. I do have possibly two seat. Well, I do have two seats. One for sure, and then one I can put together for that would it's I printed it out a long time ago, so I have it. Yeah, and I can hole punch it and put it together for you, so you would have everything you need. So, I'm really, really looking forward to, tonight. It's gonna be good. So, Evidential Medium course is 5 weeks. It is talking everything energy, how energy works, the universal law surrounding energy. We're gonna talk about your spirit guides, who they are, what their function is in your life, how to make a relationship with them. We will definitely talk about meditation, different ways of meditating. We're gonna talk about breathing, breath work, and how that plays in, how that is your biological activator, because we are biologically predispossessed to be in connection with spirit, each and every one of us. So if you're someone that's like, "Well, I don't know if this is for me, but I'm being called to it," yes, it is for you. And if you're someone that's not in my area, that's okay. I will be, bringing this to you online, probably at the beginning of the year, so look for that around January, February. So we got a lot of good stuff going on, and I love this course because it really does help those of you who are stepping into spirit, whether you're just starting to have premonition dreams or whether you're someone that's been in connection with spirit and you just want to build or know more of who, what, where, how, why it all works, right? I'm going to give you the nuts and bolts. This is a foundational course, and that's why it's 5 weeks, because you're going to get a lot of information and you're going to get a lot of practice. So let's get started. So, again, if you are in my area and you were thinking, do I want to do this? I hope you will join us. So, good morning, Cynthia. Good morning. So, the other thing that I wanted to mention is mark your calendar. October 9th, we're gonna do an IET share at Crystal Clear Health and Wellness at the new location, 54 Seymour Street in Auburn. So if you're someone that is, a practitioner at any level, basic, intermediate, advanced, MI, if you're someone who's had an IET session or is thinking of taking the IET, certification in March, the weekend of the 22nd to the 24th in 2024, um, please join us. I'm just asking for donations, and I'm hoping many of you can join us because we want to do a heart beam, which is grounding that beautiful angelic energy into Crystal's new space where we will be working out of. So we got a lot of good things going on. So looking forward to tonight. Um, So yeah, we will talk about clairs. We'll talk about how you connect. And what's great about this is because we're in person. Um, I'm gonna definitely ask you to share. I want you to bring through your experience. I want you to come with questions about what you're experiencing because that's why it's, why how I can help you. I can help. So this is why I keep the classes kind of small because I want that individual participation. I want you to get what you need. And everybody's journey with spirit is completely different. Everybody's journey with spirit is their own unique experience. How it manifests, whether it's been something they've experienced right from their early childhood to people who it's all of the sudden. It's a spontaneous awakening, right? And for some, it's maybe something that's always kind of been in the background and you didn't realize it was spirit, right? It was your intuition, it was your knowingness, it was your feeling, right? A lot of empaths don't realize you are connected to spirit. That clairsentience is your connection to spirit, spirit helping you feel what you need to know to keep yourself safe and stable, right? So we're going to talk about all of that. We're going to talk about all of that and we're going to help you where you individually need to be helped. So that's why the classes are so small. So right now we're at 4. We could be up to 6 if you're feeling this is for you. And for those of you who are like, well, I can't do it right now, and you want to do the in-person class, be on the lookout. I'll be bringing it back in the spring. But if you're ready, we can do this. We can do this. This night we start, and then the next 4 weeks, Wednesdays in October. So I hope you will join me if you are being called to. And again, um, if you're watching on the replay, hashtag replay. If you're here in person, welcome. Good morning. If you're catching me on the live, but yeah, I can do 2 more. I can do 2 more seats for sure. So if that's something you're interested in or have questions about, you can always message me today. No worries. So, yeah, the registration won't close until 6:30 tonight. So, all right. I will be gone this weekend, so if you do want an appointment with me, please, get that in before tomorrow at 7 p.m., whether that's a in-person or distance, reading, medium session, intuitive guidance, or IET. Whether, you wanna do another session in your package or you're looking for, an individual session. So, all right. Oh, the cards just flew out, and I got 4 all at once. Oh, yeah. Mhm. Okay, I'll take it. Oh, and I love the way it's starting. All right, so let's get 1 more because you know I like to do 5 to get us started, and then if we need more. Oh, thank you, Sherry. Thank you. Yeah, it's the first day I've actually straightened it since I got it done. And I think I frustrate my hairdresser because she cuts it and she's also the one that highlights it. We didn't do highlights this time because I didn't need them. But she's the one I've been going to her for well over a decade now. And I think I frustrate her at this point because I literally, when I get a haircut, I like haircut and go. Like she's like, do you want me to hair blow dry it? And because I think she really kind of wants to, I know you do, as a hairdresser, you do checks as you're blow drying and as you're, um, straightening or getting me ready to go, right? But I'm like, I just no, I don't wanna I probably should have, but yeah, this is the first time I've actually seen it myself straightened because when I left, it was, wet still, it was in the midst of drying, and my hair has some curl to it, so it's, yeah, so thank you. Thank you. So, yes, Carrie, I'm sorry if I frustrate you. Alright, last card. Oh. Okay. If you were on Tuesday Tarot, oh, and I haven't said this. Thank you everyone for Tuesday Tarot last night. That was amazing. And we actually got the last card that came out was one of the cards that kept showing up in Tuesday Tarot. And I really feel like it's tied into the energy of the full moon that we're having on Friday, right? So we're in the precursor of the full moon energy. So 3 days prior, 3 days after, you're in the full moon energy, right? So we're in the full moon energy. And so last night I really think that that's what was happening was a lot of people were getting like what this full moon is going to be bringing them. So, whew, all right, here we go. Let's dive in. So the first card out was the Hierophant. Divine forgiveness obtains friendship and favors of the great, secures promises. Yeah, learning. This is the merciful God, Haziel. Haziel. Look at that, the Hierophant. Look at that. Yeah, it's time. It's time for divine forgiveness. Divine forgiveness for yourself, divine forgiveness for others. Yeah, it's time to allow yourself to just release, just let go. You know, some people really struggle with this idea of forgiveness. And I was actually talking to someone and they were like, yeah, I don't forgive. I never forgive. And it hurt my heart because I was like, wow, you're really kind of keeping yourself in some stories and some patterns and some energy that it's really hurting you. Right. So I was really trying to help them without saying, you need to forgive, you should forgive. Right. No. What I did was I basically said, well, what if you change the word for forgiveness to release? And they were like, oh, never thought of it that way. So hopefully they've chewed on that and are working on that. But yeah, when we hold on to anger and we hold on to the pain of the past where people have done us dirty, right? We're only hurting ourselves. And this Hierophant is coming out to say, let it go. Let that spark of divinity, that sovereignty that is within you, that part of you that is part of all that is, right? Let that compassion and that love be the thing that flows through so that you can just give that to the situation, right? Give that to the feeling. Give yourself that compassion and that love that you deserve and just release it. Just release it. And it's almost like just maybe visualize it as being in a balloon, the feeling, the emotion, and just feeling it just floating away. Just you don't need it anymore. Yeah, because the 6 of Cups is coming to say motivation lifts up those who are fallen and humiliated. Yeah, it's time for you to succeed. It's time for you to come into success. And so through the release, through the releasing, right? Through the giving yourself that compassion, that love, through releasing it, through that spark of divinity that is within you. And again, it's not because they were right. It's not because you were wrong. It's not because it's over. It's gone. And the only way that it's still hurting you is because you're still holding on to it. And I know sometimes this is a process where we have to grieve the loss. We have to move through the anger, right? But then we have to release it. We have to let it go. We have to accept that they are who they are. It was what it was. We can't change it. All we can do is say, what was my part in it? Was I the best version of myself? And how can I do better next time? Now that I know better, how can I do better next time? And I feel like that's what this energy is bringing us into because it's important. It's important for us to not hold on to things that just don't serve us anymore. And the 3 of Pentacles, yeah, it's through your mental force. It's through um, diligent, concerted effort of looking at how you're thinking about things. If you keep thinking about it as they did me dirty, they were wrong, they're no good, I deserved that, the victim energy, right? If you're holding and thinking those thoughts, right, you're going to feel the feelings that those thoughts are creating, and that's going to keep manifesting more of those situations. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. I feel like the Hierophant is bringing you in the knowingness and the lesson of where you need to become self-aware, where you need to put your lens back on yourself because you can't change anybody else. You cannot, absolutely not change anyone else. You can model for them what is better behavior, but you can't change them. I just realized I have the wrong glasses on, but I think it's filming okay. So I guess we're gonna leave them on. Yeah. So behind that came out the 8 of Swords, truth and justice, protection from enemies who would steal one's fortune. Look at that. Yeah, the 8 of Swords. You're being protected. You're being protected. I know in a traditional tarot deck, the 8 of swords is almost like, you're being defensive, but I feel like in this deck, it's more about protection. It's more about you being able to release. Look at that. He's, like, getting rid of that bad spirit, right? He's letting it go. He's saying, "You're out of here." And I feel like that's what you need to do. You need to say, "This is out of here. I'm done with it. It isn't serving me. It's only making me feel bad. They're not affected by my feeling on this. They're not affected by my hurt. They're not affected by what I got going on. But I'm holding myself back from being able to rise. I'm holding myself back from being able to achieve or have or manifest the most compatible soulmate or make the money, get the promotion, have the right situation, whatever it is." Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Apexa. Yes, awesome, Stacy. Hello, honey. And Cynthia, awesome. I've learned to look at a seemingly unforgivable event as a gratitude experience that has made it easier to forgive. That includes forgiving myself. Yeah, that's all you can do. That's all you can do. So, last but not least, the card that came out last night over and over and over again, which I think is the major energy of this full moon in Aries, is the death card. Endings and rebirth. Influences health and longevity. Yeah. That's why you need to forgive, because it's time for rebirth. You can't rebirth if you're holding on to an old situation. You can't transform if you're holding on to the anger and the grudge and the victimization and the unworthiness and the whatever they did to hurt you. However they left you behind, however they, made you feel, however they manipulated you, however they did you dirty, whatever it was, took from you, took your position, took your resource, took your opportunity, whatever. Didn't honor you, didn't respect you, didn't love you in the way that you were loving them. It's time to let it go because we have to rebirth. And so whatever's coming up for you today, whatever's coming up for you in the next couple of days, it's to look at it. It's to really say, I'm ready to let it go. So one of the things that full moons are beautiful for is releasing. So maybe have a little ceremony with yourself. Light a candle, inside or outside, wherever you're safe, right? Maybe you journal out the whole experience, all the feelings around the experience. Maybe you finally get it out of yourself because you didn't get the closure that you had wanted. You weren't able to let that person know how you felt, or you weren't able to express yourself in the way you needed to. Get it out on paper, get it out of you, and then give it. Give it to the universe, give it to God, give it to your angels, give it to your higher self, and burn that biatch and let it go. All right. Let's get some advice. I actually think we're gonna do a pick a card at the end of today. I'm being called to, some of you are looking for some answers. So whether you're here live or on the replay, at the end, I'm gonna do a pick a card. So if you can't stay, you can always come back for the replay. But I'm feeling, um, maybe we need some answers. Maybe we need some answers. What does spirit wanna give us? But I'm gonna get some advice first. I'm gonna get some advice first. So if you weren't able to, be on the, yeah, because it's all part of the sacred plan. It's all part of the sacred plan. You had that experience because it needed to help you evolve or grow, gain some wisdom that you weren't gaining on your own. You needed that bump on the nose, and now it's time to let it go and take with you the evolution and the wisdom that it presented because it's all part of your sacred plan, where you're going, where you need to get into flow, where you need to get into receiving and manifesting, not judging the situation, letting go of any judgment about the situation. They are who they are. It happened how it happened. It was what it was. And I know those are really difficult situations when you're holding on to a lot of anger and a lot of why me, right? But it's part of the plan. That's why you. Because you needed something in this situation to find your power or to take back your power or find your worthiness, but there was something that you needed, and it flippin' sucked out loud that it had to be that way. And for some of you, this transformation ha was long, drawn out, difficult. I don't wanna sugarcoat it. For some of you, it's been hell. For some of you, it was a couple of years of hell, but you're coming out of it, and it was part of the sacred plan that is now putting you in flow state. Letting and releasing any judgment about it is going to allow you to get back in alignment with your plan, your road, your manifestation. Yeah, there it is. Getting into connection to Mother, Father God, that sovereignty and divinity within you. That sovereignty and divinity within you, that part of you that is God, God consciousness, God source, sovereignty, that nobody can really diminish you, that you can take back your power, that you can get into connection with the central sun, God consciousness, Goddess, whatever you want to call it, that spark of divinity that is you, that is part of the universe. Because it is all about right now getting ready to take charge and take action. Saying no is a complete sentence. Going where things are starting to show up. Not blocking it by saying it's too good to be true. These great things don't happen for me. I'm not good enough. Who am I to receive it? Nope. Step out of that story and get into this is my right and I claim it because I am sovereign and I am deserving and I am whole and I am worthy. And it is time. And it is time. And I'm really liking that we're getting the death card. We're not getting the tower card. Because I feel like for many of you, this is a situation, again, you've been going through for a long time. I'm not speaking on anything new. Spirit is just coming through to say, this is the end of the road. Let's let it go. Let's be done with it. Let's get reborn. Let's get into the new. So I might actually pull some cards on. Yeah, let's pull some cards. What is the new, Spirit? Where are we going, Spirit? I like that idea. Don't you love being with me live? We never really know where it's going to go. We just go with it. Let's see where Spirit's taking us. What is the rebirthing? What is the rebirthing? That's what we want to know. What is the rebirthing? I'm going to use the Christ Consciousness deck by Amanda Ellis. Oh, we got two. Humbleness, modesty, and humility. Yeah. When you become humble, again, non-judgment, right? Non-judgment. Be humble. Be modest. That is how you get into the flow state. That is how you allow the manifestations to come in. If you're someone that's been struggling with manifesting, really, really struggling with it, like you're like, I do the positive affirmations, I do the gratitude journal, I do all the things, right? But if you're still judging people and situations, you're blocking it. You got to get into being humble and being grateful for what is showing up, what you do have. who is there for you. And that you are, I love this. I love this. I love this. I love this. You are being protected. Look at that. The armor of God is showing up. So as you're being reborn, you're protected. So for those of you who have maybe a leap of faith in front of you, a really daunting new inspiration or task that you are terrified to step into because it is going to grow you, it is going to evolve you, it is going to take you somewhere you've never been before. You are protected. And that's important. So call in the protection, the armor of God, Archangel Michael, whoever you believe in, because this is a new road and it is going to feel uncomfortable. But this is time. It's time. It's time. So they didn't give me anything specific, but I think what they give us is always perfect. So for those of you who know what you're being called to, or for those of you who are feeling the inspiration, it's okay. You're protected. All right, let's do the whew. Oh, let's do the pick a card. Oh, there's one. There's two. And there's three. I didn't look at the back of my hair to see if it's like straight. So you guys are all seeing how well I did. And I have no idea. So it's okay. All right. So here's your 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. All right. Number 1 is reconsider. And I feel like this is for those of you who are trying to stay where you are. Those of you trying to not take the inspiration. Those of you who are trying to hold on to something that it's just run its course. Whether it's a relationship or a job or a goal or a purpose. It's like there's been obstacle after obstacle. There's been challenge after challenge. Um, I feel like those blockages are being put in your way because it's not your way. And it's time to reconsider. It's time to say, okay, sometimes the best thing you can do is just give in. Just give in. And if it's for you, if it is your purpose, and if it is something you're supposed to do or achieve, you will. This may not be the right time or right circumstance or right people, and sometimes we don't know that. But spirit is believe it or not, protecting you in the blockages because there's something here that it's just not gonna be good for you. And so right now, maybe just step back from it and say, "I'll get back to this when it's the right time," or "I'll get back to this when the signs show up, or when the resource shows up, or the opportunity shows up." But right now, whatever you're trying to force, I just hearing it's not the right time. All right, number 1? All right. Number 2. Number 2, recovery. So I feel like you're wanting answers, number 2, and it's through recovery, which is rest, grounding, meditation, getting out in nature, clearing your space, getting organized, inside and outside. That's what's gonna bring you the answers. But right now, it's too chaotic. The answers can't get through the chaos. And so when you clean up your outer, you clean up your inner. When you clean up your inner, you clean up your outer. And that's, again, whether that's organizing closets or not returning a phone call, like whatever that looks like for you. But it's time to step back and take some recovery time because that's where you're going to get the information, the intuition, the inspiration that you're looking for. All right. So whoever's creating the chaos, or whether it's your own anxiety, your own mental health, I would say definitely look into that. And if you need to get help with your recovery, then you need to do that as well. And oh gosh, and I've never gotten this with this card before. Whew, for some of you, this could be an addiction. You need recovery for an addiction. I'm not a health medical provider. I'm not giving you advice. Will for those of you who are resonating with card number 2. Okay. And number 3, when? When? Number 3, within the next few weeks. The opportunity, the resource, the inspiration, whatever it is you're needing is showing up. So just be open to receiving. And for me, within the next few weeks is always like 2 to 4. I would say within the next month, so by the end of October. Something will have shifted. All right, something will have opened up. All right. So thank you, thank you, thank you. A good morning, everyone. Welcome. Have a beautiful rest of your day. And if you want more information on anything I got going on, holy cow, uh, head on over to guidance311.com. Everything's in the event section except for the IET. I've got to get that in. Oh, maybe it is on there. I've got to look. I got to do my homework today. And for those of you joining me tonight in the Evidential Medium course, I'm so excited. And I know this is going to be a great experience for each and every one of you. And I do have 1 to 2 seats available. So let me know if you want to join us. Have a beautiful rest of your day, and we'll talk soon. Bye, guys. Enjoy.